You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB. The big issues on and off the field. Call 0800 80 1080. Weekend Sport with Jason Pine and GJ Gardner-Holmes. New Zealand's most trusted home builder. News Talk ZB.
1:25 on the dot. The All Whites are into the OFC Nations Cup final. They'll play hosts Vanuatu and Port Vila, 4 o'clock this afternoon, New Zealand time as kick-off. Striker Ben Waine is New Zealand's top scorer at the tournament with 4.
Kakachi, wonderful, he's broken clear, sends the cross, New Zealand 4-0. Ben Waine, second brace for him in this tournament. Ben Waine.
Yeah, Ben Waine's with us out of Vanuatu. Thanks for your time, Ben. It all seems to have gone to plan, really. 3-0 and 4-0 wins in pool play, a 5-0 win in the semi-final, comfortably into the final. So how do you assess the way the team's been playing at this tournament so far?
I think the best way to describe it would be professional. It's never easy to come over here. I mean, I think probably people do assume that it's going to be a walk in the park, but it is never the case. The island teams put up a really good fight, and they have been tough games. I think we've been clinical and, like I said, professional to get the job done. So that's been really, really important.
New Zealand's taken the lead inside 10 minutes in each of the 3 games. How important has that been to kind of settle any possible nerves and to get off to a good positive start?
Yeah, I think it is really important. I mean, whether that happens in the final or not, I don't know, but I don't think it matters. We're a good enough team to deal with that without scoring in the first 10 minutes. But to do that is, I think it just lets the team get into a rhythm early on. And you might say it takes a little bit of weight off everyone's shoulders, but I mean, to still put 3, 4, 5 away is I think it's impressive from a team's point of view.
What's it like in terms of conditions, Ben? Hot, and what are the pitch looks like on TV, but it's always hard to tell. What are conditions like?
Very hot and very humid. To be fair, against Tahiti there was a bit of rain, and that was just a blessing in disguise. That helped a lot. The pitch is okay. It's a little bit bobbly, but it's better than I thought it would be. But I mean, by the end of the tournament, I know there's a game before us, so it could be a little bit questionable. But that's something we just deal with, and it won't be a problem.
Personally, for you, you're a striker. Your currency, or a big part of your currency is goals. How pleasing has it been for you to get 4 of them in your 2 games at the tournament so far? It's been amazing. I've honestly, in general, just missed playing for New Zealand. It was really, really nice to have the opportunity to come out here and play for New Zealand, but to score for your country, it had been a while for me, so I kind of forgotten that feeling. It's an awesome feeling, but like I said, at the end of the day, it's just good that we're in the final. That's what we're here to do, win a trophy, and let's hope we can do that. Tell us about coming together as a team. You all know each other, obviously, but you don't spend a heck of a lot of time together in a footballing sense, and you have a pretty limited build-up to tournaments like this. How quickly are you able to re-establish connections with one another in a footballing sense?
It's pretty easy with boys I've played with, the Wellington Phoenix boys. It's really easy to just carry on and get back to playing with them. But I mean, it's awesome to meet new people as well here, and it takes a training or 2 or a few meetings. I mean, the meetings that we have here I think are really important to help us reconnect with people that we've played with before, but to connect with new people as well. So I think that has just been really, really helpful, and the team's really together at the moment, so that's awesome.
So Vanuatu are your opponents in the final. Did you half expect Fiji to come through from the other semi?
Honestly, I didn't know what to expect from that game. I was really interested. I thought it was going to be a tight game, and that's what it turned out to be. But I mean, Vanuatu in the final against us will be awesome. I can assume there's going to be a big crowd, and the atmosphere is going to be good. So I'm really looking forward to it. Obviously,
second game against them. How do you put any possibility of complacency to one side, having already beaten them comfortably 4-0 in pool play?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same in any other tournament. You can take confidence from that, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, when that whistle goes, it's knockout football, it's a final game. Like, anything can happen. So I don't think there'll be any complacency at all from what I've seen within this group and the coaching staff. They'll be right on us, and no, we'll be ready to go.
As you're together in a situation like this, and as I said before, you don't get together that often, so presumably you discuss a wide range of things when you're together. Are you talking about the World Cup cycle that is ahead and your possible path to the 2026 World Cup?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think it would be silly not to say that is major goal to get to a World Cup, and I know that's in the future, and we still need to qualify for that. And for now, we're focused on winning this trophy. But yeah, that's 100%. There's definitely a plan in place, with that being the major target. But to get there, you've got to take it step by step, and one of these steps is to win this tournament. Is
there an internal optimism that that you can do that you can qualify for that World Cup in a couple of years?
100%. No, I think everyone in the room believes that we can do it. But it's never as easy as just saying it, But I think that's the really important part of all of this planning and these games that we're taking part in now, this tournament that we're playing in. It's all part of it, and it's all going to prepare everyone to try and be in the best place we can be, when that time comes.
Mm. And again, I know we're only focusing on this tournament, but the Olympics are coming up in less than a month. The squad's named on Tuesday. I don't think it's any secret to anybody that you'll be in that squad. Are you looking forward to the possibility of playing in an Olympic Games in Paris?
I mean, to be able to go to Paris and play in my second Olympics would be amazing, and that's what I'm striving to do. And hopefully, like you said, when that team gets announced, hopefully I'm on that list. I think my first one, it was a bit of a shame because Tokyo, there was COVID and whatnot. It didn't feel like a proper Olympics, and I think we still did really well as a team. But if I get the chance to go again, I think I'll really, really take in the opportunity.
Yep, look forward to that squad being announced on Tuesday. Plymouth Argyle's your club now, of course. You've been there a season and a half. How do you assess your football growth, Ben, in your time in the UK?
Yeah, no, I've loved it. Don't get me wrong; it's been a challenge. You move away from home, and then the football level. I mean, I was in League One for 6 months, and then all of a sudden I'm playing in the Championship. So there was two massive step ups that I had to adjust to. And if I'm being honest, it probably took me at least a year of that time that I've been away to say, actually, I feel like I'm at the level where I'm training well and I'm playing well. So no, I'm just excited to see what happens next, and I'll go back in a few 5-6 days back to Plymouth and start pre-season all over again. I'm looking forward to it.
And you got a new boss, Waine Rooney. How much are you looking forward to coming in under his guidance when you get back to the UK? One of England's greatest ever strikers.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, and I mean, yeah, I'm just looking forward to being able to pick his brain, to be honest. I mean, I think he's Man United's all-time top goal scorer or something like that, and he's definitely high up on the England ranks. He might just be behind Harry Kane now, but just the knowledge that he has in the game, and yeah, the way he played in his career, I'm really looking forward to it. I don't really know what to say. I'm still a bit shocked, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be something that, as a fellow striker, will be extremely helpful to you. When you think about the last, 18 months or whatever it's been since you left Wellington for the next chapters in your career, how different a player do you perceive yourself to be now, or are you just doing certain things better? How do you assess the way you are now compared to then?
I definitely think there's been a massive growing period for me in terms of mentality and probably how the game's played over there. It's different. There's a higher level intensity, there's more physicality. It takes time to adjust, and I think even to adjusting when I first signed in the A-League, it took me a year to get right to the level. So for me, I'm really happy with where I am at now. Mentally, I'm definitely become stronger. When you have to look after yourself and all of that, deal with the ups and downs, and there's so many games and whatnot. It's definitely helped me a lot, and I think I'm in a good place. So no, I think I've improved as a player 100%, and the mental aspects of the game as well. I've definitely matured a bit, I think.
Terrific. Did you get the chance to get home in between the end of the season and heading off to the Nations Cup?
Yeah, I did. Me and my girlfriend came back for 3 weeks and surprised mum and dad on the doorstep, so it was awesome. Really nice to come back, and I definitely miss New Zealand.
Amazing. Hey, Phoenix, your Phoenix boys did okay? Did you manage to keep tabs on the last A-League season?
Yeah, so I definitely watched. I mean, some of the games were at shocking times, like 3 in the morning for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was 4 or 5 that were at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and I managed to watch them, and to see how well they had done was awesome. And to be honest, I was gutted that the semi-final was so early. I was planning on being back to watch them live, but I managed to watch it on my phone, and just a real shame that they didn't make it to the final, but it was just awesome to see.
Well, speaking of finals, you got one to look forward to in the OFC Nations Cup. All the best against Vanuatu in the final, Ben. Look forward to seeing if Paris is your next destination and how you go under Wayne Rooney's guidance in the months ahead. Thanks for taking the time for a chat, mate.
Oh, cheers, Piney. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, Ben. Ben Waine there. Wayne Rooney's his new boss. How good's that? I might have mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. Wayne Rooney doesn't have a great track record as a manager, it would be fair to say, but one of the all-time greats of English football and one of the all-time great strikers of modern times. So for Ben Waine, a striker still in many ways learning his trade, to come under the guidance of Wayne Rooney, how good's that going to be for him? So, I'll play this afternoon. Back to the UK, as you heard Ben say, for pre-season training, but I think we can all assume without fear of contradiction that he'll be in the Olympic squad. That's a squad of under 23 players, of course, with 3 overage players. Ben Waine is still under 23, so definitely qualifies for that squad. Named on Tuesday, as I understand it. The 2nd of July, is that Tuesday? Yeah. That's when they'll announce the squad, the 18-strong squad for both the New Zealand men's team and the Football Ferns. That's just a normal senior side. So both of those teams named on Tuesday. On text from James, great interview with Hayden. We take special interest in this fine young man due to his connection to Owakuni, where we live. I knew his dad, Andrew, and I know he would be very, very proud of his son. Sending this message from the house that Andrew Wild grew up in which we now own and live in. Thanks, James. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, Hayden Wild. Terrific Kiwi. Great human being. Looking forward to seeing how he goes in Paris.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.